What's up? Hello. Welcome to episode 27. We're very, very, very excited for this episode because we're going to be talking about anime and kind of like our anime recommendations, what you think you should watch, what we love. And we're excited. But yeah.
Yup. So, really quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're interested in my Spotify playlist that I have, um, that has a bunch of good anime intro and outro songs. I have a playlist called My Favorite Anime. Um, it says Shot. I don't know why, but yeah. It's
But
under the name Joe Jones. So,
go listen.
enjoy. It
I'll
has
be
0 likes.
I'll go like it right now.
Thank you. But moving forward, 3 things. Um,
Yeah.
would you like to start or you want me to start?
You can go first.
Okay. Let's see. Double cleansing. Number
Oh yeah.
2,
Thank you.
uh,
What do you double cleanse
candles.
with?
I use the speedy oil.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yes. Number 3, The Walking Dead comic Telltale series. I played all of 1, 2, or season 1, season 2, season 3, and now I'm on the last season. And that's a lot of hours. But I'm finally on to episode 3 of season 4, so
Nice.
I'm going to finish that up. How about you?
Oh geez. All right. Let me think. Um, Buffering. Okay, so the first thing that I've been loving, oh geez, this is hard. Let's see. Mashed potatoes. And
I'm
fried chicken.
hungry.
Uh,
Ooh, yes. Dip it in
yeah.
like a sauce.
Yes, like spicy fried chicken, so freaking good. I know it's like I'm like, oh, let me eat healthier. And then I'm like ordering like some greasy fried chicken or, spicy, like, Korean fried chicken or something. Um, the second thing, this is so hard and I don't know. Okay, I guess the second thing are these shoes. They're called the Asics. Shit, I don't even know the name. They're white and green and platform, and I love them because I was trying to find like a good versatile like sneaker that I could wear basically every day, dress it up or down. So I recommend Asics has a lot of good ones. And then the last one would have to be the new coffee table we got because I was talking about furniture I think last week or the last episode we did, and we went to IKEA and we got this like coffee table, and sometimes like for our space we like I said we need functional things, and this one has wheels on the bottom which is perfect because we can just wheel it around like wherever we need. So
Yeah,
recommend.
interesting.
All
Yeah.
right, are you ready to get into the episode?
I'm so ready.
All right. So, like we said, we're talking about anime and some of our recommendations. I feel like a lot of the shows, movies, whatever, any like media content I watch is typically anime or at least like K-dramas, anime, something of that sort. Like that's mostly the shows and stuff that I like to watch.
I feel like I watch everything,
You
so
do. You
sky's the
do.
limit. Like I've even tried to watch Riverdale when I was like much younger. I haven't watched it in a long time. But yeah, I watch everything. So
Which is why Joe is going to be the most insightful in this episode because she has so many good recommendations. So I guess like honestly, I'll just get my little spiel out of the way and then let you carry on because you're gonna inspire me to watch so many.
it's good. It's good, I promise.
So okay, for me personally, I love 80s and 90s style anime. Like I'm just more drawn to that more, I guess like vintage anime. Like I really, really, really love the old style. So my favorite anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. As you know, I feel like I definitely don't make it a personality trait, but I just love it. Like I have like a bumper sticker of it. I have a poster on my wall. I just like, so much. But that is from like Cowboy Bebop is from 1998 and it's basically an action anime. I really love action-packed animes. Um just like a little synopsis, the main character, Spike, is a space bounty hunter, and the show goes through his adventures. Honestly, when a lot of people come to me for recommendations, I say this one. It's a little bit more like slower pace, but it's like a shorter anime for sure. They did a live like remake, like live animation, live, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, on Netflix. So I think it's really, really, really good. The visuals, the soundtrack, it's all amazing. I just love that style. So yeah, that's definitely my like number one. And I love a bunch of like animes that are kind of similar to that. Like there's Akira, there's like a ton. So yeah, I would say there's that. And then I am a Studio Ghibli whore. I live, eat, and breathe Studio Ghiblis. So like I'm constantly watching them. They're always on. Like I just have like a lot of things from them because, I just love it. So I would say it's kind of like a whole other universe of anime. Like it's really like accentuates and like brings to light like the little things in life, like just like and I love that. It's just like like I don't know, there's so many out there. If you're looking for romance, if you're looking for action, if you're looking for like thriller, kind of, not really, but like there's a lot. So I recommend that if you have yet to watch them, which you better go do this now, all of you who are listening. I recommend My Neighbor Totoro. That's a really cute one, and Kiki's Delivery Service, and then you can kind of go off from there. Yeah, and then like I said, I don't watch too much like shows. Like I just need to find time because Joe is always like, "Watch this anime," and I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'll get to it. But another like the last two ones that I have would be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I really really like that one. Very action packed. I think it's on Netflix. I recommend that. It's a little longer, and then there's also Naruto, which like I think is well known in the anime community, of course. Like that's a huge one. It's a good series, has a lot of great action scenes. I actually watch that when I like run or I'm working out sometimes. I don't know. I find it really good. But yeah, so basically, I don't really watch too many of other animes. I'm mostly like a action anime gal, so Joe will have a lot more better recommendations. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Okay. So I have like a whole list here of animes, obviously, but they're much shorter animes. They're like 12 episodes long, but I have a mix of stuff here. They're all mainly like shoujo animes, or there's like maybe one shonen anime. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a list, especially if you're starting out to watch anime, because I know like when you talk to a person who does watch anime and they tell you, they recommend you, oh, you need to watch Naruto. That's overwhelming because
It
there's just
is.
like a crap ton of episodes, or One Piece, like there's over like a
Oh my
thousand
God.
episodes. That's just not realistic from a person who wants to get to know that, because that's what people were telling me, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
You're like,
But
no.
now that I have driven myself into this deep, deep hole,
That you can't escape.
um, I wanted to recommend you guys some stuff. So, number one, Tomo-chan is a girl, and you're just in luck because this season there's only one. It's completely done now, which is really sad. But you don't have to wait every week for an episode like I did. So, this is about a girl named Tomo and a boy named June, and they are childhood best friends. Tomo is very like outdoorsy and tomboy-like, and she has a crush on June. And it's funny because June didn't even realize she was a girl until like middle school, and her school uniform was like a skirt. And he was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't realize you were like that." And then he found out, "Oh, you are a girl." So basically, Tomo's biggest goal in the show is to make June notice her more as a girl, or like with feminine appeal.
I think you
So
talked about
yeah,
yeah, you did talk about this in one of our other episodes, so good to know.
yes.
I'm like adding all these to my
It's
list.
Oh, it's so good. The next one is called Kimi ni Todoke. It's about this girl named Sawako and a boy named Kazuhaya, and they start to fall for each other. But there's like these rumors that go around, and there's this like paranormal ghost named Sadako with a D instead of a W, like Sawako's name. And they kind of like call her Sadako instead because she
Hmm.
has this like scary appeal to everyone. But Kazuhaya kind of like has a soft spot for her and
Ah!
doesn't see her in a scary way. So Sawako is just a super shy girl and she just wants to make friends, but everyone is afraid of her. And so when Kazuhaya sees her in a different light, they kind of like start to fall for each other. And it is so, 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 so good. You have to watch it. The next thing is Fruits Basket. Now, this is a longer anime. It's got 3 seasons in it, and it has an a movie, sort of.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, it's this girl named Toru, and she loses her mother in a car accident, and she's all alone because she does have her grandfather, but he lives with kind of a like a whole different family, like a step family, I think, and her father passed away when she was much younger, so she's all alone, and she's taken in by the Soma family, and one of the Soma family Yuki goes to the same high school as her, and so they let her stay because they found out she was living in a tent.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, they took her in, and then some secrets are acknowledged by Toru about the Soma family. I'm only gonna say that.
I've only watched the first season of that, so I'll have to like watch more.
I recommend watching the reanimation of it because the older animation is kind of hard to watch because the specs aren't great. You're
Good
gonna
to
be
know.
watching blurry anime. So just watch the reanimation. Um, then the next one is Buddy Daddies. It's not a romance, but it's definitely heartfelt, and there's a lot of good action in it because it's about these two hitmen who work together. And along the way, they got themselves in a situation where they had to take care of this little girl named Miri. And so they fall in love with her by kind of like being their dad or her dads. And so they try to take care of her and stuff. And that's basically the story, but there are definitely obstacles along that story. Next is Orange. This is a story about saving a boy who killed himself 10 years ago. It's a romance, but basically they send letters. So when they're 10 years older from their high school selves, they send letters to their past by sending it through this kind of black hole.
Oh, that's a good one. I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And basically they follow these steps to kind of make sure that, oh, what's his name?
I
The
don't know.
main guy to live. Next is Lovely Complex. This is about a tall girl and a short guy who once despised each other, but then they became like good friends, like a comedy duo. And then the girl falls in love with the guy first, and the guy couldn't. He was like, "No, this is just weird." But then, um, she goes to tell him like, "I like you again," and she gets rejected. But later on, you shall see what'll happen.
Oh,
So next, I know Mickey was saying that she likes like 80s, 90s styles anime. You would love Skip Beat.
good to
It's
know.
definitely that kind of animation style. It's like in a different font, if you will. But this is about a girl who takes care of a rising star named Flusho, and they grew up together as kids. But when he asked her to go to Tokyo, I think they were in Tokyo together, to move away from Kyoto, she said yes. So she dropped out of school to be with Sho. But then he dumps her and is
Oh,
like she was taking care of all of his apartment bills and stuff like that, like
damn.
working different part-time jobs and stuff just so that she could pay the bills, and Sho would just like go to auditions and stuff. Yeah, but eventually he got like famous enough that he just like dumped her.
That's
So
sad.
she goes into show business to get revenge on him, but her motives slowly start to change because she meets someone else. And
Interesting.
so the next one is Given. The music in here is so good. I love it. It's basically a group of four guys. Two of them are in college, and two of them are in high school, and they are in a band together. They're all gay, and they kind of struggle with that kind of like lovey-dovey stuff. And one of them is new to the band. He's the vocalist, and his ex, or no, his last boyfriend killed himself. Trigger warning. I'm a little late. So he is sad and he feels like he left him all alone and he doesn't know how to think, but he writes a song about it and plays it at a live show. And they didn't think that he was going to sing, but he ended up singing. And so they were all taken by surprise. You just have to watch it. It's so good.
Sounds good.
So it's sad in the beginning, but it like builds up to be a happier life for everyone towards the end. So I definitely recommend watching it.
Cool.
So, Blue Spring Ride. This one's so good. It's about a boy and a girl who liked each other in middle school, but the boy moves away. Later in high school, he returns and explains to the girl why he had moved away, and the boy is super cold towards that girl. Um, but the
Hmm.
girl does not give up and continues to like stay connected with him, and eventually he basically falls for her and like he doesn't bottle up his feelings. He'll eventually like give in to her. The ice guy and his cool female colleague. Now the title like is not helping me out here, but basically it's a workplace romance story about this guy who is basically harboring the spirit of a snowman, snow woman. So every time he's excited or like angry or sad about something, it starts to snow around him. And then there's also his coworker who's super kind to him and like just they just like each other a lot and you could just tell the chemistry is all there. School Babysitters is next. It's about a boy with a toddler sibling who is put into a foster care system because their parents died from a trip. Um, but a headmaster of a private school adopts them, but it is under one condition. So the boy will have to basically be the school's babysitter by taking care of all the teachers' children who are too young to like go to school. So he does that part-time while going to school. It's really cute.
It sounds cute.
So the next one is My Little Monster. And this is about a girl who focuses on only studying, and this boy catches her attention in an odd way. He's like super cautious and paranoid about stuff, and he's very aggressive and gets into fights a lot. She struggles to stay either disciplined to her studies or make room for friendships and relationships. So it's a romance. It's confusing, but you just have to watch it. So Kotaro Lives Alone is the next one. This isn't a romance, but it's like a heartfelt story and it's really sad. It made me cry like so many times. But it's about this 4-year-old boy named Kotaro, and he lives next door to his neighbor and he's all by himself. But although appearing to be super independent, like he can take care of himself, his neighbor, who writes manga, is kind of like taken back by him moving in next door. And so he kind of like subtly takes care of him, like walking him to school, going to the
Oh,
bathhouse together so he's not by himself, going grocery shopping, just like taking care of him basically. And it's
yeah.
just so cute. So the next one is Play It Cool Guys. This is about a handful of guys who make like simple, clumsy mistakes and they just get super like embarrassed about it. Like like example in one of the episodes was this guy went to buy something at the cash register in a grocery store and she rang his stuff up, but he forgot his wallet. So he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I need to leave," or something. And he just like kept it cool. Like he was basically like playing it cool. And the girl was like, "Oh, he's so cute. He's trying to act
Oh.
not embarrassed." Okay, so these last two that I'm gonna mention, they are brand new, so there's only one episode out. But if you'd like to join me on my 12-week journey, maybe 24-week journey of watching these shows together, I love the first episodes, and I think you will too. And they're really popular on TikTok right now. But Skip and Loafer, this is about a girl from a small town who moves to Tokyo, and she's top of the class. And she's late on her first day because she got lost in the train stations trying to navigate her way to go to school. But another school who woke up, or another student who woke up late goes to the same school as her, and so he helps her find her way. And she announces her speech because she's the top of her class and for her entrance ceremony. And there was an embarrassing moment. And so she's afraid, oh, this is all the people are going to recognize me for because everybody knows who she is now. She
Hmm.
made that speech. So now the next one is Yamada-kun to level 999. This title cracks me up because I don't want to have to say that every time, but whatever.
Yeah.
So this is about a girl who dated a gamer guy and she gets dumped by him because he fell in love with another girl on the video game that he introduced to
Bruh.
his ex-girlfriend. So she was super heartbroken and pissed about the fact that he fell in love with another girl over a game and decides to play the game that he once taught her. Then she meets Yamada in the game. And then she tries to kind of like talk to him over the game, like explaining, "Oh, my boyfriend broke up with me and I'm sad and I don't know why I'm even on this game that he taught me, blah blah blah." And then he's like, "I'm not really interested. Can I please like hunt this area ground?" And she's like, he's not interested. And then she started going off on him. And so later she sees that for that special game, I think it's called like Forest and something. I don't remember. But she goes to that kind of like gaming festival and she meets her ex-boyfriend with his new girlfriend. And
Ooh.
she's trying to like look all pretty and stuff. She got
Yeah.
her hair done, her outfit, and her makeup done and everything. And then she bumps into a guy and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then she turns around and looks and he's like a really handsome guy. And
Ooh.
he, the way he spoke really reminded her of the person she was talking to on that game. And so she finds out that that was him, Yamada. And then she basically says, "Please be my boyfriend." And then for just this moment while I'm in front of my ex-boyfriend. And so he's like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend."
Uh,
And he was like, "I'm not." I'm just it's a good show. I think you guys will like it.
yeah, these all sound very interesting. I mean, as you can see, we have like different tastes, but all of these sound like really good. And I will watch.
I'm just a fan of romance. Romantic comedies, really.
Yeah, you love like the romance comedies, like heartfelt, and I'm like, I want to see somebody die. I want to see somebody get in a bloodbath.
I
uh,
do like animes like that, but I feel I'm too drawn to the romance parts. I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
like
I
you
need
need
more.
some. I love that. Well, yeah, I think all of you guys can take note of the animes Joe just listed, for these like heartfelt ones. I know I am, and we can, maybe do another episode on more animes or K-dramas or whatnot, something, or other
Yeah,
shows.
absolutely.
Cool beans.
All
Well,
right,
anything else?
that's all for me.
Cool beans. Well, that wraps up episode 27. We hope you guys enjoyed and have a great week.